Right folks, welcome back to Fishing with Kirk. So this is one I've been looking forward to a lot. So Old Mill Lakes, we're on Oak Lake today. So I tried to book this a few weeks ago, but the fish were spawning, so I got moved to today. So I've got 48 hours on Oak Lake, which is classed as a runs water, but there are some incredible fish in here. There's fish, well, a handful of fish over 50, about 10 over 40, and over 130 pounders, which is just unbelievable for a lake of this size, about 8 acres. So I've decided to go on peg 2. There's only 5 anglers on the lake at the minute. There's a few more coming tomorrow, but I spoke to some guys who were packing up, so big up to Dean. Hopefully you're going to watch the video, and they gave me some good advice. They had a good 48 hours on both pegs 2 and 3, so they gave me a bit of advice. They were, as we were talking, a fish kind of stuck its nose out as well, so I was like, right, I'm going to have 24 in peg 2. And then I'll get up early, as I always do, watch the water, and I might make a quick move tomorrow for the last 24 hours. So pretty much a standard boilie approach. So here is the rig. It's a pretty typical rig that you see me using, so a coated braid rig. Just got a standard bottom bait on this one, just a bit of rig foam to keep it out of any mess. I'm going to fish 3 rods, so I'm going to have fish 2 rods at 22 wraps. So take those out with the bait boat, which bait boats are all good. And then my right hand rod, I'm going to fish that rig I've just shown you, 12 wraps, cast out as far as I can catapult boilies. So all bases covered. On the 2 longer rods, again, I've taken a bit of advice. The bigger fish tend to come on a solely boilie feeding approach. So my left hand rod, I'm going to feed pellets and boilies, and my right hand rod, I'm just going to feed boilies just to see if I can figure anything out. Got a fair bit of bait with me, so I've probably got about 10 kilos of pellet, 5 of the lake pellet, 5 sticky baits, the krill, and I've also got 7 kilos of the lake boilie, which is a kind of shrimpy bait, that sort of light brown coloration. So these are just some wafters. I've just got a handful, again, thanks to Dean, good man. I'm going to be trying them on the hook and standard bottom baits, and then maybe ring the changes through the session. So I'm hoping I'm going to catch a number of fish. You know, this is a high stock water, setting my stall out to hopefully catch 6, 8, maybe even 10 fish over the 48 hours, with some big ones hopefully thrown in. So I'm going to get the rods out. It's about 12:15, everything's set. Rods are on the pod. I just need to get the boat out. So here's the pellet mix. So as described, this is a mixture of lake pellet, sticky baits, the krill, and I've just put a handful literally of the lake boilie in there, so you can see the very soft bait. They're actually a freezer bait, so when I arrived these were frozen. I've just popped them in some water to get them to start to break down, and yeah, here we go. Boat's ready, rods are ready, I'm ready. Let's see if the fish are ready. Right, so I left hand rod over the pellet. I'm just going to tip with one of these Pacific tuna bait bombs. As you can see there, looks good. Very similar colour pellet and flavour pellet to the house boilie. Same rig, 3.5 ounce drop off system there. I'll give it a little squirt of krill for good measure. So let's get that out in the boat. Right, that left hand rod, we're going to give them a good mixture of this pellet and boilie mixture, and then you can just see there we've got the mesh bag with a bit of krill liquid on it, so decent amount. Going to give them that after every fish, or certainly every couple of hours. Just keep the bait going in. You know, there's a massive stock of fish in here, and they're big, so just going to keep banging it in. So let's get this first rod out. I'm just stuck here in a dream. So GPS point set on the boat, and be able to see on the sonar here it's pretty much 6 to 7 feet right the way across, so you can see pretty uniform. In terms of the depths, between 6 and 8 feet, but looks very flat as I've gone out with the boat earlier on, so there's not a huge amount by way of features. So really, you know, angler's bait is the feature. You're just trying to present it cleanly. I've not picked up any shod, any weed, anything at all on the bottom, so really clean bottom, so no excuses really. Right then, second rod, boily, boily, boily. So you can just see there, probably got about 60 of the lake boilies. My hook weight is just there. I've just folded one of the PVA nuggets over that just so it enters the water cleanly. So yeah, keeping it dead simple. Let's get it out there, see what we can catch. Right folks, it's 7 o'clock on Thursday. No action to be reported. Seen plenty of fish though, but unfortunately they're at the other end of the lake. So I think I've dropped a bit of a clanger in terms of location. So northerly wind, which is blowing over my shoulder, effectively out of my corner into the opposite corner. The guys over there have had 2 or 3 fish today between them, and there seems to be a bit more fish activity down that end of the lake. However, I'm going to stay where I am for tonight. I've put a fair bit of bait out over a couple of rods, maybe 4 kilos in total of boilies and pellets. I've been told that the bigger fish do turn up kind of off the back of the wind and off the main group. So I'm just going to sit it out tonight. I'm going to get up early doors tomorrow. I'm going to watch the water, but it's highly likely I'm going to move down the end of the lake, either the end peg or the second end peg for the second 24 hours. So all is not lost. I'm confident we'll get a bite. There's like a million fish in here and there's a lot of bait out there. So at some point in the next 12 hours or so, I think they'll find it. If they do, happy days. If not, then we're going to make a move in the morning. So right folks, 4:30 in the morning. No action overnight. However, just been watching the water, and as I thought, there's quite a few fish at the other end of the lake. So northerly wind has been sort of pushing down into that corner. The fish have followed it. It's dead still now, but it is due to get up again today. So I think I'm going to have another couple of hours kip, and then we're going to move down to the other end. Probably not the end peg, probably one off the end peg. It's probably where I've seen the most fish in front of, and then go again. Tactics, stick with the same. 2 rods at 22 wraps, and then 1 rod about 12 where I can catapult some boilie, and yeah, try again, reset. It's going to be a busy day. There's a load of people going to turn up today, with it being Friday. I think the lake's full tonight, so get in position with plenty of time before everyone else kind of rocks up at 10-11 o'clock. So that's the plan. Back to bed for an hour, and then move.
Stuck here in a dream. I'm just stuck here in a dream. I'm just stuck here in a dream.
Well, 10 minutes after that last update, the middle rod's just ripped off. So this was the rod with the boilie on. Bottom bait boilie, over boilie. 1 toner, about 5 o'clock in the morning. So, see what we got.
I'm just stuck here in a dream. I'm just stuck here in a dream. I'm just stuck here in a dream.
A really tiny little stocky mirror. Lovely looking fish, but I'm going to get it straight back.
I'm just stuck here in a dream.
Very strange. Just put that first fish back, and then the left hand rod's just absolutely tore off. Lifted up, felt the fish for about a second, and then nothing there. Right then, it's 5:30, rods are redone. Got a bit of a dilemma though. I didn't feel great in the night, and I feel even worse this morning. So my my eldest lad's got a tummy bug, and I'm pretty sure I've picked it up. So I am seriously considering packing up and going home today. Or not good. Just going to give it a couple of hours and make a decision. But at the minute I'm getting back on the road, I think, which is a bit crap having come all this way. But hey ho, we'll see how I feel in a couple of hours. Right folks, so we're back home after the session at Old Mill Lakes on Oak Lake. So unfortunately I did have to tap out of the session. Yeah, I got a pretty nasty tummy bug, and there's no way I was able to stick it out on the bank, which is mega unfortunate, because I was planning to move up into the top right hand corner. The wind was kind of hacking up there, and I'm pretty confident we'd have caught some fish. But look, these things happen. Learned a lot on the session. I'm definitely going to head back there in the next month or so. The stock of fishing there is out of this world, and amazingly there were a few lads fishing the lake from my neck of the woods, and I had a really good chat with them. They sort of told me the potential of the lake and some of the fish that they'd caught in the past. I mean, lots of 30-pounders, stories of, you know, a friend of a friend catching a 50. So yeah, the lake it really is something else. It's dead easy fishing, really. I mean, there's no snags, there's no depth changes. It's all pretty straightforward fishing. I think the bit that I have learned is that you really have to pile some bait in. That's how the fish are gonna find you. So next time I go, I would take quite a lot more bait, specifically boilies, and I'll probably look to get through minimum of 10 kilos in 48 hours, probably closer to 15. I'd be fishing big beds of bait, and just waiting for the fish to rock up and find them. And I think that was kind of evidenced by the way we got 2 bites in real quick succession. This, you know, on the last morning. So I got 1 bite at 5 AM. You know, a very small fish, a stocky, and then as I was putting that back, the other rod rattled off. So that tells me that there's, you know, the fish are a bit like piranhas. They're hunting around in packs, and when they find the bait, they're just absolutely kind of smashing through that. To get 2 bites in such a quick space of time, given how much bait I know was out there, tells me that a lot of fish had come into the peg. So I think, yeah, don't be tight with the bait if you go to Oak. You know, there's a lot of fish in there, a lot of big fish, and I would be well prepared to be putting 10 kilos of boilies in over 48 hours. So definitely be back. But yeah, as I said, share the videos, share the experiences, warts and all. Hopefully you've learned a little bit from this video, and yeah, we'll definitely come back and we'll try put one of those big fish on the bank from Oak Lake. So until next time, tight lines.